Axis-LMS offers a lot of different options when it comes to how you want to deliver your authored questions. The one we're gonna talk about today is the study mode quiz. Now, you may be asking yourself, when would it make sense for me to create this kind of quiz? And the answer is, it's not for every organization type. Just as e-commerce is part of the system, not every organization is gonna want to take advantage of that tool either, and that's fine. Study mode quizzes are a user-driven, self-paced exam. Study mode quizzes operate in such a way that when the user launches the quiz, they'll be able to select from any number of categories of questions you've chosen to include on this exam. If you have configured it to allow repeated attempts, they can also take advantage by just showing questions they've marked for review, or just showing questions that they've answered a certain number of times, or just show the questions they haven't seen yet. As the user goes through the quiz, it will give them immediate responses regarding whether or not they've answered questions correctly, and if you've set up your questions to include them, users will also be presented with a hint option. So going back to the question of when should I use this quiz type question. This quiz is used to give your users the best shot at succeeding on an actual graded quiz, while also being a lot more interactive along the way. Essentially, it's a study tool. We're gonna go to the learning area, and we're gonna drill all the way down into the Manage Learning Object screen from there. We're going to add a new learning object, and then select Study Mode Quiz. If you've built any quiz type before, this is no different, but you may want to approach it with a different mentality, as we may not want to include questions on a study mode quiz, and then have users receive marks on a graded quiz with those same identical questions. We can add in the categories of questions a user will be able to choose from, or we can include specific questions instead. The editor is nearly identical to creating any other type of quiz. Once the quiz is created, we can add it to any of our courses, just like we can with any other learning object type.